If you just think about it, like stop and think for a second. Like what are you actually doing in a day? Like think about what your day actually looks like. And is that the day that you want to have? Because it's those days that you're going to keep having.
Yeah.
Like no matter what happens, you're going to get up in the morning. You're going to like maybe have a shower, or you have a shower at night or something. You're going to eat.
It's your day.
And then what are you going to do? Like, because you're still just a person.
Yeah.
Right? So
even if you're doing
if you zoom out and look at like the world as if it's like a sim game or something. Like if you just sit in space or sit in a plane or a blimp stationary and just watch for a week what people are doing. They're just like going back and forth between their job and their home. And then like the life is whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Like basically I always make this joke is like life is just moving things around in different ways. You're moving thoughts around, you're moving objects around, and that's what life is. So you got to figure out some way of moving things around that you find really pleasurable for some weird reason.
Yeah.
And realize that it's not like your brain likes to project like these like scenarios that you want to achieve in the future. Like, oh, it'd be just great if I could, go to this restaurant. Or it'd be fantastic if I could like go on this trip or whatever. And yeah, trips are really nice, but the thing that is going to happen is you're like, it's only as good as once you get there, what are you doing in the moment once you're there? And so you have to stop and like recognize what you're doing in the moment rather than continuously projecting forward.
Yeah, because you can achieve the trip, get to the trip, and then
be like,
during the
what?
Trip, you're thinking about the next. It's like, oh shit, like now I want to do this. So it's like you achieved the trip and you're there, but now your brain is not in the present moment.
Yeah, your brain's already thinking about what it wants to do next. You're like, what am I going to do when I get back? And all of a sudden you're focused on, the next thing.
And that's like the heart. I think that's what is like in spiritual tradition, it's like that, like that's kind of the root of all suffering is like your mind. It literally is never like, unless you kind of tame your mind, no matter how much external success you receive, you will find suffering in some moment. Like the other thing that I wanted to talk about was that what you were saying about the day-to-day, it literally is about the day-to-day. And I talk a lot about how in the past year my life has shifted so much, and part of the reason for that is because what really caused, there was a lot of shifts going on mentally, but what really caused shifts in my actual external reality was the daily habits that I kind of developed for myself. And even finding the daily habits that worked for me was a process. I feel like I see ads for these apps that are like, what's your personality type? We'll give you a morning routine that's going to work perfectly with your Myers-Briggs personality type. And you can start with that, and you can see what they offer you, and you can see what other people are doing in their morning routines, and you can read there's so many books of people being like, this is the morning routine of billionaires, and projecting out the concept that only if you do it like this that you're going to be a billionaire. It's
more like if you become a billionaire, this is maybe what your morning routine would look like because of the situation you're now in.
Yeah, but also it's for some reason everyone also really romanticizes waking up at 5 a.m. Yeah, sure, if you really want to wake up at 5 a.m.
Well, if you want to wake up because you want to do something.
Yeah, but the thing is, for example, our schedule has been weird and shifted. We wake up late, probably 10 to 12, depending on the day, and then we stay up till 1 to 3 a.m. So it's we're still awake for a regular amount of hours, but we're shifted. But it's that's just what's working for us at this time. Mm-hmm. And we're as productive as someone who wakes up at 5 a.m. and goes to sleep at 8 p.m. Actually, I'm having more enjoyment because we play games with our friends from usually 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. And if we woke up at 5 a.m. and slept at 8 p.m., we would miss out on that opportunity to like socialize. But anyway, it's like the day-to-day habits for me, for example, my coach, Adriana, this was like the most life-changing thing. It's so simple, but it's so life-changing. She said, like I was doing her group program, and one of the weeks, the self-mastery homework was to come up with 3 non-negotiable morning routine actions and 3 non-negotiable night routine. And at the time, I wasn't ready yet to commit to a night routine as well as a morning routine because I'd neither. So I started with just, like, it's like the main thing is also make it as easy as you can and most, like, just don't add more stress to your life. Like, this is supposed to help you, not make it harder for you to live. So I like kind of ignored the night routine for a couple weeks, and I just started with the morning routine and tried to start stabilizing the morning routine. And it was like 3 non-negotiables, and you can make them as easy as you want. I don't know what I think my first task, like what original blueprint of my morning routine was, like the first thing was drink water. So easy. And then it was like brush my teeth, and then it was like it was like brush my teeth, go to the bathroom right away, like don't, because I used to spend like hours in bed in the morning. Do you remember that?
Yes.
On my phone.
I couldn't figure out how you could do that.
Yeah, I used to like wake up, and then I used to spend like 3 hours on my phone in the morning.
I'm sure a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I think it's very common, but because it's like so easy to just like
especially
go on and check what's going
like
on.
On weekends and things like that.
Yeah.
When people don't have to go anywhere, they just kind of wake up and go on their phone. And honestly, it's fine. Like if you're enjoying it, then
yeah,
whatever.
it's fine. But if you're not enjoying it, like I wasn't enjoying it, I felt like I was a slave to it.
It becomes like a habit, and then you get addicted to the habit.
Yeah. So the third thing that I had, so it was like drink water, go to the bathroom right away. So like brush my teeth and like do my like morning ritual. That's still preserved in this culture. The ritual of like brushing your teeth. But anyway, the third thing was not like to go on airplane mode, like to leave my phone on airplane mode at night and then not turn it off airplane mode until I had
done your morning routine.
Yeah. Or like, until I had enough time in the morning, however long that it needed to take me to get myself into a state where I was like myself. And that usually, I think I might have meditated, or I used to stretch or do something that it was like, because going right into getting information from others through social media, it really bombards your brain in the morning and it sets your day up. Like it just hits different. Your day hits different. When I like tune into what everyone else is doing and tune into what everyone else is saying, I kind of lose a part of myself for that day, and then I'm less focused during the day on my own things because my brain is now processing all this information that it got from other people that was unnecessary to me.